Okay, guys, just gonna try to do some Gothic girl stories today. I can't really talk about my papa right now without bursting into tears. Sorry, I apologize. On the other video, I don't know what came over me. It just hit me all at once. But anyways, this story, it's not really a toxic ex story, I would say. But it is about an ex that really pissed Harley off at the end of everything. But I mean, there's no hard feelings now because she's made amends with everybody. She doesn't hold any grudges or anything like that. She could care less because everything happens for a reason, and it all worked out how it was supposed to. But after Harley, went through all of that, the pregnancy stuff, and she was pregnant, and she got mixed up with one of her, I don't know how you would describe it. It's like I guess friends with benefits. Like, they didn't really date. Like, he never asked her if, would she be his girlfriend. It was like, they met up, they drank together, and they slept together type thing. And then they were dating or whatever. I don't know. This happened twice, so that must have been how he was. But like, both of them were pretty much, heartbroken, and both were each other's rebounds. There's no denying that one. And they were just gonna try to raise a kid together. But, Harley did, like, she cared about the guy, but she was not faithful to him. Not truly. Like, she didn't go and screw somebody else, but mentally, she was not faithful to him. She talked to her ex all throughout the whole time that they were together. Or, kept up with him and all of that. And, so, yeah, it kind of blew up in her face. Of what actually happened at the end, but I'll get to the story in a minute. Anyways, after Harley giving birth and all of that, she became very, very depressed. Like, she, all she could feel was her life was the only one that had changed. And the guy that got her in this situation, he got to go on and live his life, and he didn't have to prepare for anything. And she did. She texted him the night before she was going to have her child that, you can come, you can be a part of your child's life, or if you want to choose to deny her, you will never have rights to her you will never have a chance to, hurt her. And all of that. And, Harley stood by that. But he claims he never got the message or whatever, of course. But regardless, she doesn't care. But she was going to raise a family with this guy that she had known for a little while. They had dated for like 9 months, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that. But like, she wasn't happy, but she didn't want to tell him. Like, she just she cared for him, like, a lot, but she was not in love with him. She could not be in love with somebody because she had been through all of that. And, she just could not open her heart up. Like, she tried, but she just couldn't. And it's a good reason that she didn't, because of what happens. Okay, well, fast forward about 2 months. And, like, they had never really fought their whole time that they had been together. They just, I don't really know, like, they just didn't fight. Well, Harley decides that she's frustrated and all of that, and he breaks up with her because her pissy attitude, which, I mean, she was pissy. She had just been put on birth control, and she had never been on that in her life, and it did a lot to her, emotions and all of that. But she had just had a baby, and he was working nights, and of course babies don't sleep. And like they began to, just be pissy towards each other. So for him to get enough sleep, she decides she's gonna go stay with her grandparents during the days that he works or whatever, and come home on the weekends. I think that's how it was. And that's how they were going to do that. And she was like, because she was trying to, find help of, like, how someone was going to help her with the baby, and, like, how she could get time to herself, have time to think. That's all she was trying to do. But on that day that he broke up with her, she was, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? Why are you doing this? Blah blah blah. I mean, she'd already suspected he was talking to somebody else because she had caught him talking to somebody on his phone. He just didn't know that. But like, she's like, oh, it's nothing, blah, blah, blah. She just thought, okay, it's his ex. Like, he was really, like, he was in love with her, and he was never going to be in love with Harley ever because he was still in love with his ex. And Harley understood that because Harley was kind of in the same situation about her ex. She just didn't, wasn't in love with him per se, but, she was pretty much damaged because of her ex. But, let's say Harley decides they're gonna split up, and Harley cannot stand, like, she will say, oh, I love you so much, please don't do this, blah, blah, blah. She just didn't like the rejection. She did not love him. But she just did not like to be rejected at all. And she would just, try to love trap people. Okay, well, and she did. She was like trying to figure out, okay, is it really over? Is he really never going to want her back? Blah, blah, blah. And she would text him off and on. Of course, she was going insane because she'd been rejected. And it was that, sperm donor trauma all over again, and being abandoned. That was the deal. Because she felt like they had a healthy relationship. It was just not passionate and mushy gushy and stuff. It was just a casual type thing. They were just gonna raise family together. Anyways, I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna have to start on the next video about what happens.